Hey everybody, welcome back to the Old Swedes Farm. It's Rich. Got a different video for you today. I've had a few videos out on our channel talking about ham radio. And you know it's my favorite hobby. Been a ham for 40 years. One of the things that I love doing are competitions or ham radio contests. Now people are like, what the heck is that? And I will admit, you know what? It is, I'm in kind of a geeky hobby. I love it. I'm in a geeky hobby, and this is a geeky side part of it. The object is to try to make as many contacts as possible in a certain time frame. And some of them are, it's how many stations can you talk to in how many different countries around the world. Some are how many people can you talk to in a certain time frame in all the US states and Canadian provinces. The one that I competed in this weekend, and it's the video you're going to see, is called the Minnesota QSO Party. It's a competition based here in Minnesota. The object for all of us in Minnesota is to talk to as many people around the country, around the world as possible. And you get your score by, you get 2 points per contact, and then you multiply that by the number of different US states, Canadian provinces, and Minnesota counties you've talked to. Now, if you're outstate, the score is tabulated by the number of people you talk to in Minnesota times the number of counties. Now, if you're thinking about ham radio, or you're into emergency communications, or maybe you're a prepper that's watching this, or someone who wants to be prepared in case of an emergency, these competitions serve a really good purpose. The object obviously is to make as many contacts in a certain time frame. In the case of the Minnesota contest, it's 10 hours. How many people can you talk to in 10 hours in how many different counties? So you're trying to exchange information fast. The faster you can talk, the better your station is, the better your signal is, the better your score is going to be. And these competitions are great for practicing in case of an emergency. I feel in an emergency, I can communicate pretty darn fast. I know the different frequencies, I know how to use my radio, I know the antennas, and I can talk fast. So this video you're going to see, I was out Mobile. I put the radio, this little radio, in my car up on the dash, and I drove around for 10 hours. I had a little whip antenna. You can see that in the picture for the video. Just a simple 3-magnet mag mount and about a 6 or 7 foot whip on top. The frequency I used during the video you saw is on 20 meters or 14 megahertz. And it was incredible. It was open. The signals were coming in from all across the US and Canada, and a few from around the world. You'll see it's a 15-minute video, and I'm exchanging information. The exchange that you give is your name and your county that you're in if you're in Minnesota. So I was giving out my name and forget the county. It might have been, I think, at Fox Radio Echo, which is Freeborn County in Minnesota, and everybody outstate or around the world needs to give their name and their state. Pretty simple to, if you listen to it, you can see where signals were coming in from at that part of the day, pretty early in the day, but they were loud and they were all over. So the object for me is to talk to as many people as quick as possible, get that information across, get the information received, and move on to the next person, and then drive to the next county. Now, I did a lot of operating while I was driving. This is a spot where it was a little quieter, a little more calm, so that's why I put the camera on during that. I didn't want to have the camera on while I'm driving and too many distractions. So hope you enjoy this. It's a great emergency preparedness skill, but it's also a lot of fun. For me, it's the competitive aspect, and I'll tell you, I had a ball. In 10 hours, I almost talked to 1,700 people. There's like 1,680 contacts in 10 hours. Unbelievable. So I was ready for my dark beer when the contest ended. Anyways, enjoy this. If you made contact with me and you're in the video, thanks for making contact. It's so fun to go out mobile and have the pileup follow me all across the state for 10 hours. And this weekend, it was intense. The pileup was never unruly, but it was wild and a lot of fun. So dig in. Here's 15 minutes of my pileup from, I think it's Freeborn County. And everybody that called me, thanks for calling. Cheers. Let's give this a try. QRZ, the Minnesota QSO Party, November 0, Hotel Juliet Zulu, stroke Fox Radio Echo. Whiskey 9 Delta Charlie, Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
Don, South Carolina.
Thanks, Don, for SC. QRZ? Whiskey 3 Lima Lima, Rich in Freeborn. Thanks, bud. QRZ?
Whiskey 2 Lima Charlie.
Whiskey 2 Lima Charlie, Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
QSO, Scott, New York.
Thanks, Scott. QRZ?
Whiskey Alpha 2, Yankee 5 White.
Whiskey Alpha 2, Jack Queen King, Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
Thanks again, Rich. Bob, thank you, Ocean Bigger, New York.
Thanks, Bob. QRZ? November 5, Oscar Hotel Lima, Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
Thanks, Rich. Jim, Oklahoma again.
Thanks, Jim. Good signal. QRZ?
Whiskey 1, Kilo Delta Alpha.
Whiskey 1, Kilo Delta Alpha, Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
QSO, Ron in Rhode Island.
Thanks, Ron. QRZ? Who's the X-ray?
Kilowatt 5, Yankee Hotel X-ray.
Kilo 5, Yankee Hotel X-ray, Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
Mason in Oklahoma.
Okay, I got Oklahoma. What was the name?
Mason, Mike Alpha, Sierra Ocean, November.
Okay, Mason. Thanks. See you in the next county. QRZ, November 0, Hotel Juliet Zulu, stroke Fox Radio Echo. Kilo 2 Kilo Lima, I think. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
It's Kilowatt 2, Kilowatt Radio.
K2KR, sorry. Rich, Fox Radio Echo.
QSL, Rich, Mike, Colorado.
Thanks, Mike. Who's the other station?
November 1, Japan Tango Kilo.
November 1 only?
November 1, Japan Tango Kilo.
N1, Japan Tango Kilo. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Yes, QSL, Jack in Connecticut.
Thanks, Jack. QRZ? Ending in Mike?
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Lima Juliet Mike.
Kilo Fox 0 Lima Juliet Mike. Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
Mario Charlie Oscar, you're 5'9".
14. Okay, Mario, thanks. What's the state again?
Colorado.
Thanks, Colorado. QRZ? The November Hotel?
Whiskey Bravo 5, November Hotel Lima. Dave, Sugar Charlie.
Okay, Whiskey Bravo 5, November. Is it November Hotel Lima?
Roger.
Thanks. You gave me too much info. I got overload there. Thanks. QRZ, N0HJZ in Fox Radio Echo.
India.
Let's see. Whiskey Alpha 1, Sugar Alpha Yankee, I think. Rich in Fox Radio Echo. Thanks, Sandy. QRZ? Kilo Bravo 5.
Kilo Bravo 5, Golf Hotel 59, Georgia, Bob.
Thanks, Bob. Kilo Bravo 5. Is it Golf Hotel?
QSO.
Thanks. Sorry, too many stations calling. QRZ? Kilo Foxtrot 6, Golf Foxtrot India. Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
Kilo Echo 6, Golf Foxtrot India, Arlene in Arizona.
Okay, I got the call right there. Arlene, thanks for Arizona. We'll see you in the next county. QRZ, N0HJZ, stroke Fox Radio Echo. Kilo Juliet 9 Bravo, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Thanks very much, Rich. Ken in Indiana.
Thanks, Ken. QRZ? Kilo 4 Queen Germany, Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
John, South Carolina, Sugar Charlie.
Good signal, John. Thank you. QRZ? Who's the Oscar?
Yes, Richard Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Tango, Doug in Ohio, 5'9".
Kilo Delta 8, Oscar Tango. Thanks, Doug, for Ohio. See you in the next one. QRZ, November 0, Hotel Juliet Zulu, stroke Fox Radio Echo. Who's the Whiskey 0?
Whiskey 0, Bravo Hotel.
W0BH, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Bob in Kansas.
Thank you, Bob. QRZ? The Japan Lima?
Kilo Charlie 9, Japan Mike Lima.
Kilo Charlie 9, Japan Mike Lima, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
David from Indiana.
Thank you, David. QRZ?
Kilo Zulu
Kilo Zulu 3 Papa, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
QSO Rich, Bob, South Carolina.
Thank you, Bob. Good signal. QRZ?
Radio Zulu.
Okay, who's ending Zulu?
Kilo Charlie 3, Kilo Radio Zulu.
Kilo Charlie 3, Kilo Charlie Zulu, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
QSL copy Jim, Pennsylvania.
Thanks, Jim. QRZ?
Sierra 2, November.
November Sierra 2, November, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Paul, New York.
Thanks, Paul. QRZ?
Kilo Oscar.
Ending in Kilo Oscar?
November 5, Echo, Kilo Oscar, Lima.
November 5 Echo, Kilo Oscar, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Roger, Jerry in Texas.
Thank you, Jerry, for Texas. QRZ? Okay, who's the mobile? Okay, Hotel India Mike Mobile, what's the prefix? Kilo Alpha 4, Hotel India Mike, Rich and Fox Radio Echo, what's the name and state?
Paul, North Carolina.
Thank you, Paul. QRZ N0HJZ stroke Fox Radio Echo. November 2 India Golf Whiskey, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Frank in New York, 73.
Give me the name again.
Frank.
Okay, Frank, thanks for New York. Someone else was calling. QRZ N0HJZ stroke Fox Radio Echo. Whiskey 3 Juliet, Juliet Lima, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Roger, this is John in Pennsylvania.
Thanks, John. QRZ? Ending in November.
Kilo Alpha 4, Juliet Oscar, November.
Kilo Oscar 4, Juliet Oscar November, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Kilo Alpha 4,
Kilo Alpha 4.
Juliet Oscar, November.
Kilo Alpha 4, Juliet Alpha November. Sorry about that. Trying to remember too much. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Kilo Alpha 4, Juliet Oscar, November. KA4JOM.
Yeah, I'm killing it. Sorry. Kilo Alpha 4, Juliet Oscar November, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Roger, 59 in North Georgia.
Yeah, need your name and state.
Yeah, name is John. I'm in Georgia.
John in Georgia. Thanks. See you in the next county. QRZ?
Kilo 7 Sierra Echo, November.
Kilo 7 Sierra Echo November, Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Kilo Arizona, 76.
Thanks, Neil. QRZ? Who's the Victor Alpha?
Victor Alpha 3, Papa Charlie.
Victor Alpha 3, Papa Charlie, Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
And Paul in Ontario.
Thanks, Paul. Was there another Victor Echo?
Mexico 4, Victor Lima.
There you are. Oscar Mexico 2, Victor Lima. Hi, Lachi. Rich in Fox Radio Echo. Thanks, Lachi. QRZ N0HJZ stroke Fox Radio Echo. Alpha Juliet again?
Alpha Juliet 4, Hotel Papa.
Alpha Juliet 4, Hotel Papa, Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
QSL, AJ in Florida.
Thanks, AJ, for Florida. QRZ?
Alpha Echo 9 or Lima Lima.
Alpha Echo 9 Lima Lima, I think. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Thank you. Finally, Lynn, Lima Echo November, Indiana.
Okay, Len. Sorry about if I missed you. Everybody's about the same signal strength. Thanks for Indiana. See you in the next one. QRZ N0HJZ stroke Fox Radio Echo. Who's the Mexico?
November 2, Mexico, Florida.
November 2, Mexico Foxtrot. Rich, Fox Radio Echo.
Thank you, Brian in New York.
Thanks, Brian, for New York. QRZ?
Alpha Delta 8, Japan.
Alpha Delta 8, Japan. Big signal. Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
Alpha Delta 8, Japan.
Yeah, Alpha Delta 8, Japan. Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
John, JOHN, North Carolina.
Thanks, John. QRZ? Ending in Oscar.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Romeo Uniform Oscar.
Kilo Foxtrot 5, Romeo Uniform Oscar. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Roger, Roger, Mike, Arkansas, Alpha Romeo.
Thanks, Mike. QRZ?
Kilo Bravo 9, United Whiskey Radio.
Kilo Bravo 9, Uniform Whiskey Radio. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
QSL, Tom, Indiana, India, November.
Thanks, Tom. QRZ? Who's the Mike?
Whiskey Kilo Foxtrot 0 Lima Juliet Mike.
Kilo Foxtrot 0 Lima Juliet Mike. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
My name is Mario in Colorado 59, sir.
Thanks, Mario, for Colorado. Who's the other Mike?
Whiskey Alpha 2 Mike Charlie Romeo.
Whiskey Alpha 2 Mike Charlie Romeo. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Joe New York.
Thanks, Joe. QRZ?
Kilo 8 Bravo Foxtrot.
Kilo 8 Bravo Foxtrot. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
QSL 10 Ohio 2 Delta.
Thanks, Ken, for Ohio. QRZ?
Ontario.
Ending in Ontario?
Victor Echo 3 Radio Ontario.
Victor Echo 3 Radio Golf Ontario. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Roger, Red Stu, Sierra Tango Uniform, Ontario, Oscar November.
Thanks, Stu. QRZ November 0 Hotel Juliet Zulu stroke Fox Radio Echo.
November Radio 3 Quebec.
November Radio 3 Quebec. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Okay, John in Delaware, Delta Echo.
Okay, John, thanks for Delaware. New one. See you in the next county. QRZ N0HJZ stroke Fox Radio Echo. November Echo?
November Echo 8 Papa.
November Echo 8 Papa. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Okay, Mike, Florida.
Thanks, Mike. QRZ?
November 8 India.
November 8 India, India. Rich, Fox Radio Echo.
West Virginia.
Thanks, Jeff. QRZ?
Kilo 0 Romeo Delta Papa.
Kilo 0 Romeo Delta Papa. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Kilo Delta 2 Delta Yankee Yankee.
Okay, the 0 again. Someone else covered you up. What's your name and state?
Ralph in North Dakota.
Okay, Ralph. Thanks for North Dakota. A nice multiplier. Thank you. See you in the next county. QRZ November 0 Hotel Juliet Zulu stroke Fox Radio Echo. The Kilo Delta 2.
Kilo 4 Romeo.
Who's the Kilo Delta 2?
Kilo Delta 2 Delta Yankee Yankee.
Kilo Delta 2 Delta Yankee Yankee. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Good deal. You got a 5x8 in Syracuse, New York State.
Okay, what's the name?
Mike is the name. QRZ.
Okay, yep, just need name and state for the contest. Thanks, Mike. QRZ N0HJZ stroke Fox Radio Echo. Who's the portable?
Kilo 2 Whiskey Papa Mike.
Kilo 2 Whiskey Papa Mike. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Thanks, it's David. New York.
Thanks, David. QRZ? Okay, November 4?
Yeah. November 4 Victor Zulu.
November 4 Victor Zulu. Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
November, South Carolina.
Okay, Ron, thanks for South Carolina. QRZ? The Whiskey Alpha?
Yes, Kilowatt 4 Whiskey Alpha.
Kilo 4 Whiskey Alpha. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Okay, name is Earl, Echo Alpha Romeo Lima, State of Virginia, QSL.
Thanks, Earl. See you in the next county. QRZ? Kilo 4 Fox Whiskey Oscar. Rich in Fox Radio Echo.
QSL, Dwayne, Delta Uniform Alpha November Echo, and Kilo Yankee again.
Thanks, Dwayne. See you in the next one. QRZ? Kilo Golf 4 Whiskey X-Ray Uniform. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Alrighty, Gary in Tennessee.
Okay, Gary, thanks for TN. QRZ N0HJZ stroke Fox Radio Echo. Whiskey Zulu 6 Zulu Zulu. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Andy, California.
Thanks, Andy. QRZ? Who's the 8 again? Whiskey Victor 8 Delta. What's the suffix?
Delta Oscar Hotel.
Okay, Delta Oscar Hotel. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Copy, John. Whiskey Victor, West Virginia.
Thanks, John. QRZ?
Delta 5, Charlie Fox America.
Kilo Delta 5 Charlie Fox America. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Roger, Louisiana.
What's the name and state?
Louisiana, Lima Alpha.
Okay, thanks for Louisiana. QRZ N0HJZ stroke Fox Radio Echo. Who's the Kilo 3?
Delta Oscar, that's in Carlisle, Pennsylvania, Papa Alpha.
Okay, Don, I got Pennsylvania. What's the call sign?
Alpha, Pennsylvania.
Yeah, what's your call sign? Your call sign?
Kilo 3 Zulu Romeo.
Kilo 3 Zulu Romeo. Thank you. QRZ N0HJZ. So Fox Radio Echo.
November 4 Sierra Alpha X-ray.
November 4 Sierra Alpha X-ray. Rich and Fox Radio Echo.
Roger, roger. Thanks. This is Randy. Romeo Alpha Nancy Delta Yankee in Florida. 59 Florida.
Okay, thanks for Florida. See you in the next